So moving on to a light heavyweight division.
Two big guys that are going to try to knock each other out.
Jimmy Manoa versus Volkan Ozdemir.
And I got to go Manoa on this one.
Why? Just because he's literally only there to fill in? Although Ozdemir's been knocking motherfuckers out.
He has.
He's kind of been like...
But I also like the fact that he's got like 4 inches of reach on him. And he's just as fucking devastating, if not more.
Yeah. I'm good with Ozdemir, though. Considering I'm stuck with him. Not a bad guy to get stuck with. Considering he knows how to finish fights, too. All right. Moving on to... There's going to be some fucking crazy fights.
This is going to be a good card.
Or there's going to be some stinkers where nobody wants to... Or they just grapple the whole time. Robbie Lawler versus Donald Cerrone. Like every time it's like, oh, this is going to be a grappling clinic. And you see a shitty stand-up fight.
Now, this fight was supposed to happen last pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It just got pushed back a little bit. Donald had some sort of injury.
I think he had like staph infection.
That's not good.
Yeah. And then he had staph infection, and then there was some other thing. But the staph infection clearly was the thing that stuck in my brain. There's like, that's probably... So he might be diminished in this. This is me?
Yep.
Although Robbie Lawler, it's been a lot of wars. This is going to be a fucking crazy fight.
Lawler hasn't fought since losing his belt.
I know, and that was a crazy fight. Well, I guess, no. He got knocked out in that fight. That was the fights prior to that. He had like 2 fight of the year fights at the end of the year, and then his first fight at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Condit and then
Rory.
Oh, man, those are great fights. This could be another one. Who's going to do it? I mean, Cerrone, if he gets hit in the liver, he's donezo. That's the only like kind of weak spot as far as both of these guys taking damage.
Plus, there's some fights he comes into and just didn't himself.
For sure. Which if
when he fought 2 banjos for the belt,
I don't know how long
he didn't even look like
recover.
he knew how to fight. He just walked in there and just got beat up. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Why didn't Cowboy show up?
Yeah, it's that's it's a worry. Versus like, is Cerrone gonna knock out Lawler? Because that's what he's gonna have to do.
Yeah,
or go to a decision.
He might drop him and submit him.
Yeah, it's true.
I see this.
Which it's coming off of basically what could have been a knockout.
Yeah.
Just instead of going down, it just goes for submission. Fuck, man.
I was glad I didn't have to.
I love both.
It really
of these
took
guys
me a while
too.
to figure out. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I don't want to pick that one. I don't want to pick.
Do you have one that you'd lean towards? Not, you don't have to tell me clearly, but
this
with this one
was a coin flip for me. But there's one person I'm leaning more towards.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
But right after I picked it, I might go, oh, shit.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen in this fight. It could be a crazy fight.
Robbie's from the
They can
USA.
knock each other out.
Donald's from the United States.
Oh, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
I know Lawler is at a different camp now because Black Zillions no longer exists. And I think he's not even training with those old coaches.
Jumped around.
True, but I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Because he was doing good. He was staying there, and that's when he was on the run.
I mean, he was at the original Militage camp at a Bettendorf.
Yeah, but that's not a camp that exists anymore.
No.
He just like kills camps.
I'm a camp killer.
He's like, don't come over to Jackson Wink, guys.
I think he was at American Top Team for a little bit, too. He moved down to the Black Zillions.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of something that might help me decide more. Man, the fact I would lean towards Cerrone if he wasn't just sick and who knows. That's the thing that makes me scared to pick Cerrone. Otherwise, I'd pick Cerrone just because he's generally pretty good active. He hasn't had that long a layoff. Robbie Lawler's been out for a while. I don't know how he comes back from being off for a while. And I don't know why he took so much time off. Injuries.
You don't know?
Big question.
2 giant question marks on the screen right now.
Motherfucker.
Choose your poison.
I'm going to go Lawler.
That's who I went with.
Just because I just don't... Cerrone toughs through shit probably more than he should. And if he's diminished in any way from that you're not going to survive Lawler, man. But then sometimes he enters the Matrix and lands like crazy I just don't know. That's a tough one.
Well, now we'll find out next weekend.
It could be a really boring fight. This could be a grappling competition. They're like, let's not hit each other. Like, yeah, okay, bam. All right. Oh, this is a tough one. We don't even have a picture for Tanya Eminger. That's how horrible that is. I know exactly. She's a champion, 145 champion Invicta versus Chris Cyborg. Or no, I think she's 135. I think she's 135, and she's just coming up to fight. But she's game as fuck, like pretty much everybody that gets fed to Cyborg.
Yeah,
you have to be to say yes to it.
She's gonna get beat up.
Yeah, Cyborg clearly
by mutilation. I don't know whatever she decides to do.
Does it get out of the first round?
No,
I wouldn't think so either, but you never know. Hopefully Eminger pulls it off. That would be amazing fucking win.
Yeah.
I will jizz everywhere. Damian Maia versus Tyron Woodley. The Tyron, the
legacy of Tyron.
The legacy Woodley.
Tyron.
One of the only champions to vocally turn down fights for his legacy.
I only want money fights.
Yeah.
He ain't fought no one. He fought Wonder Boy twice.
I want to fight GSP.
And they were both ties.
It's like, no, get GSP's record.
Yeah.
That's how he has a legacy. Motherfucker. Why was that last one so easy and now it's back on me again? I think Tyron Woodley's taking this shit lightly. I think he's training his ass off. I don't think he's going to be as good as Damian Maia. The question is Maia going to get him down?
Woodley's a really good wrestler.
He had
but
sure.
It doesn't really translate as well.
The only person
MMA.
that's done really good against Maia was Jorge, who's small for this division. He goes up, and so he's a lot faster, has better cardio than Woodley's going to have. Guaranteed Woodley's going to get exhausted 5 rounds if it's a grappling fight. And Woodley's looked boring as fuck in his last 2 fights against Wonder Boy. Granted, completely different matchup.
Well, until the last 30 seconds where he dropped him.
Yeah. I mean, the first fight, I think, had a little bit more than the second fight, but yeah, it was...
first fight was a fun fight. The second fight wasn't.
Yeah. Shit. You know what? I'm going with Maia.
Yeah, we probably
I want Maia to win. And
I'm glad he just finally got his
Woodley
fucking
was
shot.
just commentating last night, week out from his championship, versus one of the things that Cormier said leading into his last fight against Rumble, that he needs to stop doing all the desk work like way farther out because he's a fat ass and needs to lose weight. But at least he knows that's like, oh, maybe you shouldn't have that kind of distraction a week before your fight. Or it's just like, whatever, I don't know. But yeah, Maia. Come on, Maia.
I would have went with Maia as well.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's a tricky one, but I want Maia to win, so. Motherfucker. Daniel Cormier's main event. So that was the co-main event. This main event. Daniel Cormier versus John Jones. Hopefully I'm in a lead to where I don't need to root for DC, even though I wouldn't be able to. When there's fighters that I really don't like, I can't even.
So I went with Jones on this one. And
surprising.
I think Jones is a fucking piece of shit too, but he's a fucking awesome fighter.
Yeah, I think as far as
honestly, I feel like DC's been such a fucking a dingleberry.
Yeah.
He's starting to make me like Jones, where I always hated him. Like stop it, DC. You're making me like this dude. I mean, I always watch his fights, but I was always like, he's a piece of shit. Now I'm like, God, DC's such a piece of shit. Fuck him up, Jones.
Since I saw him fight Stephan Bonner.
No, I was a giant fan of him and
it was like undercard fight, and he's just like suplexing the fuck out of
that was the
spinning back elbow. And then he 2 fights later, he beats Shogun for the belt and just destroys everyone. And then had a mediocre. I mean, he at no point was OSP winning that fight.
No,
But-
Jones just wasn't doing much.
Yeah, Jones just wasn't doing much.
Way
But
too tentative.
It was also wasn't
Super
that
late
that was a
repla-
last minute replacement because Yeah.
fat shit.
trains at a gym where so happens just coincidentally this gym produces a lot of fighters that don't make it to the fight. But they love to talk shit. Even talk shit so much that they get pulled from a fight because they're telling a reporter how injured their back is going into a fight.
Yeah, I forgot when Kane did
Fucking
that.
idiot.
He's like, well, I'm going to have surgery
But it's
right
okay.
after this fight, though, because I'm almost dead.
Apparently he's fighting Stipe, which is a easy fight for Stipe, I think. Guy coming off a back surgery that hasn't looked great.
And also, like, within the past, 3 months, I heard a story about how he can't train barely at all. So
Kane?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. So Cormier coming into this fight
Without his
not
main
training with
partner.
And fucking fuck all model dude.
Rockhold's,
He's
who
not-
knows if
well,
he's even
maybe
in the
he's
gym.
in there. Maybe he doesn't seem like a guy. I mean, they seem like they're super dedicated to each other, but like he's got like such a flippant attitude about the whole thing. He's like meh, 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 whine while not doing anything in the sport. Yeah. So I hope you're right. I hope I have a devastating lead by then. But you know, it'll probably be down to the last fight. And wait, is 12 fights,
12
though, right?
fights.
So that might be a tie.
Could
That'd
be
be
a tie.
horrible if the I'd be so disappointed if I got the tie and Cormier wins. That would piss me off so much. All right, so starting from the bottom, I got Dober,
I got Brooks.
I got Albu,
I got Touchy Feely.
I got Ortega,
I got Barao.
I got Knight.
I got
Wait, yes.
Yes, and I have Manawa.
I got Robbie Lawler.
I got Chris Cyborg by murder,
Yeah. And I got Damian Maya.
by choking the shit out of someone, and I got John Jones
Yeah.
by being the best fucking fighter I may have ever seen in the ring.
Yeah.
So we got that.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. That's going to be a fucking crazy card.
Yeah,
There's like
top to bottom.
tough fights to pick. Bunch of like people that like none of them give up. They're all like, let's do this right in the middle of the fucking shit. All right, cool. So that's it, people. Those are our picks for UFC 214 from Anaheim, California. Yep. LA area.